a thing about enlightenment that's both like a good thing and a terrible thing. So I want to change the theme, right? I have a theme selector here and I can choose the theme because I'm pretty sure theming is where the settings for um, it's like wallpaper is just like one part of a theme. And so I don't have control over, for instance, the screensaver. I don't have the screensaver, right? Like I look in here and there's photobug about theme, and then we can select a theme. But if this is the only thing we have, right? So this is like I'm gonna use this as an example, I guess, theme. But this has the way it uses the way it does it is it has this C interface, the C API called Edge. That's how you do things in it. So it's like those minimal ones where it's like, oh, you have to configure this header file in order to change certain settings about it, right? Like that's how you do something like i3 or something. I don't know what it's called. This is like, no, you have to write a C program to change your themes like completely. By like, it's basically like as if Windows theming, you can only do it through like, here's how you write the DLL to do it. It's like we've provided you with like the one theme. If you want a different one, here's how you write them in the DLL. That's essentially the metaphor equivalent. But here's like all the documentation for it. So it's not like it's how to write an enlightenment theme, right? Like we have instructions. We can do it, but it's like you want an icon. Here you go. Give yourself an icon. So like, you want colors? Here you go. You have a struct, or you. So in a way, it's better, right? Like this is definitely, like more in line with like a good direction. But it's also like, I wonder if there's a site that has themes already made, right? I wonder if there's a site that has themes already made, and that's where I go with it, right? Theme browser, something like that. You're really supposed to do it yourself, right? That's the idea. Oh my god, the site's huge. Why does it take so long to load? Goodness. It's making me want to die, is what it's making me want to do, this website. Yeah. I don't. Maybe to get some ideas for what kinds of themes are possible, that looking at this might be good. Let's see. This one is a different color and it has like a cassette tape, so we're gonna click it. It just looks like LXDM or something basic and boring. Come on, you can do way better than that. You can do way. It's just not interesting, you know. It's just not as interesting as it could be. Why are none of these fun? Remember when themes were fun? No. No. No, I don't. I don't remember that. Oh, nice Doko right here. Here we are. Right here, Rich. Remember when themes were cool? So what I'm imagining is like, you know, widgets that are like built into the theme. So you have like your system's widget or something, and it would be fixed in place, so you'd want to put it exactly where you want it. And since, yeah, you bring up a good point, is we do have this as what we want a primary like input method to be, right? So we want to get to the point where this is how we're browsing. We end up down here going like shift L or L. How do we even scroll? It's like, yeah, K to go up and L, a J to go down. This Vim style, like, you know, it's Vimy. But we don't have a scroll wheel either. I don't like scroll wheels. The reason is because middle clicking is hard when you have a scroll wheel. You end up scrolling, and that's never what I intend to do. When I'm middle clicking, I never intend to scroll. But it happens, right? The reason it happens is because your finger is a fucking lever, right? So as you go down, it like gets closer this way, just barely, slightly, because see the fucking curve? See the fucking curve my finger is made of? Right? So when I go to click, it goes cook, and it either scrolls up or scrolls down because you have two circles on top of each other. You end up with two circles on top of each other. Right? See, you have two circles on top of each other. So, this is the scroll wheel I use when I use one, right? So it free spins. You hear it? Can you see it? So it free spins, and because of that, it's pretty sensitive. And so just that little slight amount is sometimes able to trigger it. Now, if I had the clicker on, it would be harder to do it, but see, I still end up, it's because it's just like, there's like a little space on it, and so it's possible that when I go to middle click, I'll do it. And I do it too much. Too often it happens that I do that. So I don't like mouse wheels on the computer I use Plan 9 on, because I have to do a lot of select middle click, right? Like I'm selecting something and then doing middle click. So if I select something and then I go to middle click and it goes down a line at the same time, it's like something different. It does something different, you know? What's going on? I hear a lesbian sex scene happening. It's over here, yeah. It's distracting me. The visuals weren't distracting me that much, but now I hear a lesbian sex scene, and it's distracting. Oh, she had thought of the wrong person. She had thoughts of the wrong person. She's a sinner. So I don't like that site. Let's see. Maybe we should just search images. Yeah, maybe we should just search images. Images. let's get rid of browser. Excuse me? Get into insert mode. You have to actually get into insert mode too? Who thought this up? There we go. There, that looks like a funner one. Yeah, that's more fun. Don't make your theme like an operating system theme. Make it a game theme, or at least, you know, it has some interesting features about it. Enlightenment theme. How would we go like enlightenment? Enlightenment what? Enlightenment. And just a capital E. Just a capital E. Oh, actually, let's do edge. Edge. That one's kind of cool. We still got a lot of stuff we don't want. Still all kinds of random shit. I wonder how popular enlightenment is. It sounds like it's not. That one at least is like consistent or whatever. Like it's a theme or something. It's well put together. But there's no fun ones. This is the thing. Aura of enlightenment. I don't want that. Aura of enlightenment. Anyway. Boop. So there's the actual documentation. Start with a hello world example. Start with a source EDC file like below. Oh my god. Yeah. it's actually like a good a good place to start, you know. Oh my gosh. This is funny to me. So it's like you really shouldn't run someone else's enlightenment thing. You really shouldn't. Who knows what it would do? Who knows what it would do? I'm gonna make an enlightenment theme that's like a Bitcoin miner. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. And then it's like, and then it's like, well, I told you already. You should never ever download someone else's enlightenment theme. Never do it. You should never be like using someone else's like init scripts or anything. You know, I don't know what this computer's doing. Who knows? We're already like up to our chest or something, drowning. Yeah, drowning in inconvenience. So at least being able to see the source code. At least being able to see the source code and interact with it, that's like the best you can hope for, really. So compiling it yourself is obviously a good thing, you know, but you should know what it is you're compiling is really the thing. And there's just too much code and not enough due diligence to be done, right? Like it's impossible to do due diligence. using proprietary software, it's doubly impossible to do due diligence. But I mean, just with the amount of code there is, it's impossible. You have to trust people. And so the best you can hope for is that the source code is transparent. Really. Seems like it.
Don't love you enough for trying to patronize us. No McDonald's don't care. Just when you and they won't be there, but we have each other and the allies to stand true. Don't try and be a stereotype, just be you. Do I pass or don't pass? Don't worry about it. Get off 4chan, stop trying getting to doubt it. Just try and match your soul, how you feel inside. It's all about the cover, stop suppressing the lie. Just sometimes you gotta hide, cause there's people out there that wanna turn us into hate crimes. But I know I love you cause you're base. Hope you can find that smile on your face. Sunshine, sunshine, looking for the sunshine. No trans person is ugly, I say it one time. No trans person is ugly, I say it one time. No trans person is ugly, I say it one time. Sunshine, sunshine, looking for the sunshine. No trans person is ugly, I say it one time. No trans person is ugly, I say it one time. No trans person is ugly. I'm alternative to those who expect me to put on a full face of makeup and a dress and act like the girl that pleases them. Or if I'm not femme enough or too much femme, I ain't got the hormones or the clothing yet, but I still expect a level of respect as a trans lesbian who has feelings in his eyes. I ain't gonna change me, I'm not a liar. I ain't compromising with the culture and society who wants me to be a sex object. You ain't buying me, you ain't killing me neither. I'm not another feature, I just want respect. I'm not a fucking preacher. I like rap music, edgy humor, anime, but that don't mean that I don't gotta say. Some people are different, and that's all unique, and that's really beautiful. So let your voice speak and do whatever you need to feel like yourself. Don't hang around people who wanna put you down, cause then people of parasites wanna see you frown. Just give them your energy, choose who you be around, and find love and souls. Wanna see you flourish. You're a beautiful plant in a wonderful forest. Express your pain, your pleasure, and your emotions. You're still a person, don't let yourself be hopeless. You're not too young or too old to transition. Don't listen to the others, they refuse to listen. I'm sorry for your bad position, but don't let yourself give up and keep optimistic. Cause certain death is the only alternative. Some people gotta win.
Lane, what are you doing? Away from me. Interval of dimensions. Slot.
Switch on the power line, remember to put on protection. Lay down your pieces and let's begin of your creation. Fill in my data parameters, initialization. Set up a new world and let's begin the simulation. If I'm a set of points, then I will give you my equation. If I'm a circle, then I will give you my circle. If I'm a sine wave, then
There's a new version of this song that just came out. It was all jazzy. I like this version better. We can travel. So it's been hurting lately. Painful. It's hard to pin myself down. I don't really want to do it. I have no desire to make myself defined as a single thing, tyrannical. Coming to the truth of my existence as a god insignificant and frail is pointless anyway. And I'm so tired. Pain and tired. This is what I'm currently experiencing, and I would sleep to avoid. pain. Not so much it's incapacitating, but frustrating all the same. Enough that it sours the moods and colors my interpretations. It began at a time that I was in that other world. I was a child, curious, hopeful, but ostracized. I felt there was so much out in the world for me to learn. While digging through my closet, I found at the bottom an old book I didn't recognize. The book was large and esoteric. I flipped open to the first page, and the text down at the first page was enchanting. It was the story of metamorphosis, of change, of becoming. It was clearly my story, or a story like one I wanted to be mine. But it was also a frightening story of deception and cruelty, cruel manifestations. I could sense from this bookplate, from the first few pages. I also knew I could not be caught reading it at home. There was something occult and shameful about it. I secreted the tome out of my house and wandered a bit. In the distance, I heard the sound of shelling. It was a somewhat constant affair in these parts. Now and then, we'd have to deal with a bomb falling in our neighborhood or otherwise nearby, but it had become normal. People were used to it and just went about their lives like nothing strange was happening. I found an abandoned home and went inside. I didn't want to risk being seen by someone with this book. It was too strange, too illegal. It's dark. The moon is hiding. So, maybe that's a better shot. Yeah, let's go with that. So, I don't feel like I owe anyone an explanation, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. Because why not, you know? Why else? Why else? Post my thoughts and then distinctly forget to post these ones. No, I've posted them a lot, actually. Watch my Firefly video. Well, let's break it down into simplest terms. If my child can be a Mormon, then she should be, but she can't if I'm around. The end. No, just kidding. But that is one very strong aspect. So I don't know who this person is. I don't know who they're going to grow up into being, right? Now, this is pretty selfish, and I totally agree with that. But you know what? I was sold a lie. I don't know how else to put that. I was sold a lie, and if I was honest with myself, I wouldn't have done any of the things that I did in the past. And I think that the whole waking up in consciousness idea comes into that and explains that kind of clearly. But things that people know about me online, or think they know about me online. I'm supposedly a pedophile. So you want that? You want that? Okay, that's a great idea. Next, I'm like a thought virus. You know, my mind is cancerous, and I don't want to spread that. I don't want to spread the things that I have inside my head that way. And you know, maybe that's giving like a little bit too much nurture over nature argument. Maybe. Lots of reasons. You think that that the choices were either go run away, or to stay, and that those were not the options. See, the option of staying was never on the table. It was never on the table. The table had kill myself and all manner of being elsewhere. Staying was never an option. Now, this may be like I agree that it's definitely something that I should be condemned for. You know, what kind of condemnation, I don't know. Hopefully God knows, if there is a God. And maybe it's gonna be my number one lifetime regret, but it's not yet. And I definitely think I did the right thing, and I totally think that going forward, it hopefully will be the better of the options. So at least I still exist to, you know, clear up or to fix things. But the number one thing that I regret about the whole situation is that she's in Ukraine right now, probably. So that's great. That's something that definitely doesn't weigh on my mind on a day-to-day basis. But I have almost no options with regard to that because the person who she's with is doesn't have any communication. So that's great. That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, I am a piece of shit. You know, I don't wanna say that I'm not. You know, and if I was less of a piece of shit, then I wouldn't have gotten married in the first place. If I was less of a piece of shit, I would have thought about things and made decisions, but I didn't. I didn't make decisions. I let the decisions be made around me. You know, the whole idea of like apple falling close to the tree. Well, uh, in a way, it's like, well, maybe that apple should be as far away from as possible from the tree, and maybe that's the best chance it has for survival. Now, I do have like thoughts like, well, what if what if she can't be Mormon, right? What if that's not an option for her? Well, in that case, there's lots of things to do. There's lots of things to still be done. And what are those things? You know, what kind of things should that be? And that's what I do. that's I prepare for that eventuality because in the other eventuality, everything is already taken care of. If she gets into the Mormon ideology and she's able to be that, then everything's covered. But if she's not, then all of those question marks, all of those things are still like, well, what form does that take? And that's where my thoughts lie. And being around would only cause confusion in that and force it down a path. And I don't want to force it down any kind of path. Selfish, yes, selfish, totally. I agree. You know, I don't disagree with that notion.